Hello, beautiful humans. So we are doing your new moon message for the new moon in Taurus. Now, this is something that is really good at helping you create a change and let go of old patterns so that you finally can have a dream come to fruition. Let's go ahead and get into Libra. Libra, this is your new moon message for the new moon in Taurus. Let's see what source would like you to know about the new moon in Taurus for you. Okay, the strength card is here. Leo, you may be dealing with the Leo. This energy also is about you creating balance between wanting to be in something and wanting to be alone. This is interesting. So Libra, the energy that I'm getting here is that your nature is to want to be relating in relationship. And wanting to get yourself all wrapped up in another. But what your heart currently is asking you to do is to find balance in your own energy without relativeness. And what does that look like, right? Because Libras are ruled by Venus, you're ruled by love, you're ruled by what is fair, but you're also really have a nature to want the balance of a mirror, of another. And Source is saying that this new moon is bringing up to you where in your life you have lost your own dreams, your own aspirations, your own balance and knowledge by giving your power away to a relationship in some way. Source is saying that it's time for you to honor your connection to Source or your heart so that you can have a different kind of relationship moving forward. Source is saying you have the Two of Cups here, you have the Strength card here, and then you have the Hermit card. So whether you're aware of it or not, this new moon is asking, if you didn't have another person to think about, what would your decision be moving forward regarding something right now? It's saying you're meant to pretend that you're single if you're not. And if you are single, you're meant to ask yourself, does this feel authentic to me only? Does this feel good to me only? Instead of always considering the other. Source is saying by doing this, then you can then decide what another person brings to the table, if it is balance to what feels good to you, instead of you always compensating or giving in to another. This energy of you knowing what your needs are and what makes you feel good and safe can only be something that you are a warrior to, or that you're an advocate to, if you know what that is without another person. And currently it's saying to me that you haven't spent enough time just thinking about what do I want as a Libra? What do I want in this situation? If this person wasn't going to get upset, if this person didn't have a preference, what do I want? So that you can understand how to listen and navigate to your authentic feelings, not the PC feelings that you seem to be usually making decisions from. All right, let's find out what Source's suggestion is for Libra. What is the suggestion from Source for Libra? Some of you guys may be dealing with a Virgo. Others of you may be dealing with a Leo. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Venus in Cancer. The suggestion from Source is to shatter your idea of knowing what kind of relationship would make you happy. So some of you guys may be dealing with whether or not you're in the right relationship. And it is because you are becoming a different you, a different version of you. And so when we are not sure what will make ourselves happy, we then project it onto others. And Source is saying the Eiffel Tower or the Tower of Your happiness is shattering. It's becoming something different. And so because that is falling away, the pieces haven't fully fallen on the ground so that you know how you want to put those puzzle pieces back together. And if you're not sure about the situation or relationship that you're currently in, it's okay. Just take it slow. Take it slow until you know. Let it navigate forward in a slow fashion, because you really actually are becoming someone completely different than before, way more independent than before. Okay, what will transcend this energy for Libra? What you should know is that at the end of all of this, the energy that transcends everything is intimacy. But what true intimacy is the ability for us to express ourselves honestly, even if it's an uncomfortable truth. Source says intimacy is to convey how we actually feel, not what we think will be accepted by another. And the reason this is all happening is so that you can have a more authentic connection with someone that is based on truth and authenticity, which creates intimacy and real love. All right, let's see what Source would like my Taurus. Okay, so some of you guys may be dealing with a Taurus. What my Libra's closing alignment message is. Source, what is my Libra's closing alignment message? What is my Libra's closing alignment message? The drum, the number 15, and the 27, the hunter. So Source is saying to me for Libras, the message that I'm getting from my Libra very deeply is that when you feel like that the oxygen is leaving and that you have to hurry up and take action, that's when you're meant to not. You're meant to let somebody seek out to bring something to balance instead of you always being the person that brings something to balance. So Source is saying what will bring your life into balance and knowing whether or not you guys are with the right partner is for someone to be as invested in it as you. And the only way for you to know if somebody's as invested as you are is if you create the balance within yourself and know that you've put everything on the table. You've been honest, completely authentic, even if it's not clean or perfect. And if somebody else shows up in kind, then they are aligning to you. All right, beautifuls. I hope that helped. I'll talk to you soon.